Welcome back to another reaction, this time for the anime You Can't Be in a Rom-Com with Your Childhood Friend, episode 1. Now, name is the clues in the name, other way around. I don't really have high hopes. These shows don't really end up too well, but I may be surprised. We will see.
俺はラブコメが好きだ。
Okay.
幼な
My childhood friend is just too cute. All childhood friend lovers rejoice. You maggots, do you want to go out? You maggots, okay.
じみ同士のラブコメとか最高だ。
Are they?
フィクションの中の幼なじみは
Are childhood friends not normally the ones that lose? Wasn't that the point?
嘘ばかりだ。
私たちずっと幼なじみのままなのかな。いつお嫁さんにしてくれる？
Is there maybe some magic? I don't. My assumption was that there were a bunch of childhood friends and we had the typical rom-com. Now this makes it seem like all these characters come to life.
エッチなこともしたい。好きだよ。
Priorities, other way around maybe.
昔は何でもなかったのにな。
So we have the different types of girls, okay.
そんなことには
Does not happen in real life, I know.
ならない。俺は現実を知っている。
Oh. So these are real girls and you hoped they would be like that? Find someone you really, 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 really love. Parents, I guess.
けれど。くしゃ
Okay. This is always one of the weirder parts where you have someone dreaming of like a rom-com situation and they literally have the situation happening and they're like blind.
またかよ。しよう、どこだ。いい加減窓から入んじゃねえっつってんだ。
Okay. Okay. So we have a rom-com situation and he dreams of those, but he doesn't acknowledge them. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. Generally, in romance, if you have like a childhood friend and a newcomer that then wants to get together with the main character, I find it always a little bit weird that they are so in love for so long, but they never really try. And then we also have the main character most of the time not really putting boundaries. You know if you are not attracted to someone. I mean, sure, everyone likes to be the main focus of someone, but if you can't really imagine yourself with them, then just put a stop to it. But especially in these kind of harem situations, I don't really like those. Most of the time, it's one character is going to win, all the other ones are going to lose. So if you invest your time and your emotional energy into one of the characters, you have like, in this case, we have 4. You have a 25% chance of winning and 75% chance of losing. So most people are going to be pissed. All right. opening. Okay. So we see the 4 girls. Pretty energetic opening. I like it. I also like that every character gets a little bit of the song to sing, which is also very nice. Something that happens more often, I feel like, for these kinds of shows, because we essentially have like 5 main characters, the male one, and then these 4 potential romance partners. I could imagine what is going to happen is no one is going to be chosen and there's going to be a 5th girl coming later on. But if the opening is correct, where we see some of the character traits, these are different schools, I just acknowledge. The top 2 are in the same school, bottom left is in a different school, and bottom right as well. Maybe not. Maybe not bottom right. They have the same colored skirt. Not sure. But yeah, I assume bottom right is like the tomboy kind character. Bottom left, she was somewhat cheeky. I also assume she's the youngest one for some reason. We will see. We will also see if he acknowledges that he's in that situation. And did this happen before? Did they get summoned? How do you have 4 female childhood friends even? Maybe they are sisters. Probably not.
うわお前何やってうわちょっとおい俺たちはいつもこうだここからエッチなラブコメ展開に
So this is where he gets slapped. Okay, I get it.
ならない
What do you mean not?
大概にしろよ
あれ英雄ちょっとなんでいるのバカエッチ
俺の部屋なんだが
だって窓の鍵直さない英雄が悪いじゃん
Insane. It's your fault for not fixing your broken lock. Okay. Okay. I see. I see where. Okay. Okay.
使う方も悪いだろいいから出てけよ
はーい
I assume he's living with his parents? And they were like, does the typical go wake him up?
じゃあ玄関集合ね
I have to apologize. I was stupid. I was under the assumption, like an idiot, she would come through the main door and then, would just go to his room, like the idiot I am. I didn't take the obvious solution to go through the window, which makes so much more sense. But, I'm in Europe. I don't really know how the Japanese do stuff. Cultural differences.
だから窓使うんじゃね
だってここが一番近いんだもん
I mean, it's dangerous. For one.
しようバカが丸見えだぞ俺たちは幼馴染だ生まれてからずっと
Okay, so why are you not trying to get together with her? Are you not like, oh, I love childhood friend romance? Or is it just like, hey, you like, in theory, you like it, but not in actuality? Which would be fine if you were like, oh, romance comedies with childhood friends, they're so cute, so wholesome, but I could never. That would be fine.
一緒ずっとこんな感じだあったくしおるやつ だから今さら異性として見るなんてありえないこともない。
I mean, you are already seeing her as a girl, so.
遅いぞ英雄。
お
行こ
何してんだよ、話せよ。
う。いいじゃん別に。だって幼馴染でしょ。
そう、これが現実。向こうにその気は一切ない。それなのに
How do you know that? Can you read minds?
ない。それなのに俺だけエッチな目で見てるなんて、もし知られたら絶対にバレたくない。
なんでドキドキしてくれないの。胸当たってるでしょ。この
いい加減話せよ。狭苦しいんだよ。
Okay. Why are you not telling him? I mean, sure, it takes a bit of courage. You're already willing to do so much, so that one extra step should not be too hard.
なんでそんなに塩なの。一体私がどれだけ頑張ってるかも知らないで。絶対照れさすんだから。
So the question is now, what about the other three girls? Are they also childhood friends?
ヒギラブコメあるある。
I do like the idea that she's pushing his head into her.
どこ触ってんの。どう。英雄が持ってるラブコメ読んで練習したんだから。ふふ、こういうのが好きなんでしょ。どうなの英雄。
何？俺がどこ触ってるって？ほんと塩はどんくさいな。
平然とする。
行くぞ。やばい、やばかった。頑張れ、俺の表情筋。
待ってよ。足くじいちゃったみたい。ヒギぶりっ子、これならどうだ。置いてかないで。
ああ、もう大丈夫かよ。
普通に心配された。って準備良すぎない。なんで持ってんのそんなもの。
ああ、昔っからお前がうちの
Yeah, that looks
窓
dangerous.
から窓を平気で移動したり無茶ばっかするからだろ。
クソ
言いたくないか。よし、じゃ行くぞ。
Why are you not helping her up?
待っていや別に歩けないとかじゃないんだけど。ほら英雄私が引っ張らないとぐずるでしょ。
やだやだ。
行くよ。
いつの話だよ。
あー、ちょっと足痛いかもな。ちょっとの支えが欲しいんだよな。
しょうがねえな。
ありがとう。
So we have these two. She likes him. He is like trying to suppress his feelings or whatever he wants to suppress, which would be fine. But we know there are three other girls. And it's like there are shows like Chained Soldier. Chained Soldier you probably heard of. that tries to ride the line of edgy to art. Now, I feel like this show is trying to ride the line between how much they can get away with essentially flirting, but it's not really flirting because it's not mutual kind of thing. Because how much can you really push this? She's like one step. She's one step to just being naked in his bed because he's not taking any hints. He doesn't want to. So I don't really know. It would be so much easier to just be outright, tell him there's Valentine's Day, Valentine's, you know. Just give him a love letter. So easy, you don't even have to tell him.
俺たちはいつもこんな感じだ。仲のいい幼馴染。どんなに
So this is... have you ever seen childhood friends? This is not how childhood friends behave. I have never heard of a childhood friend sneaking into your bed. Ever? So I don't know where these mythical childhood friends are. But that doesn't normally happen. Sure, they come and maybe you go together to school.
馴染。どんなに恋の予感がしても決して進展することはない。ただの幼馴染だ。
大通りだね。
だな。
このまま出てったらどう見られるかな。
さあな。興味ねえし。おいおいおい。いいのか。
Again, unless, which I don't believe, every one of the other girls has a childhood friend, another male character, which would be not a bad idea, I feel like. But they are most likely going for him, but are they also childhood friends that you conveniently left out?
これいいのか。塩。その先はあれだぞ。特別なあれだぞ。ラブコメになっちゃうぞ。お。あかり。ああ、これは
違うの。ありえないんですけど。
Okay.
あ、待って、写真おばさんたちに送らなきゃ。
あかり。
やば。
So she's trying to play it off, okay. What would also be a way to do this is with one of the characters maybe likes a girl.
おかしすぎて手震えるんだけど。
そこまで笑うことか。これはな。
触らないで。つーかあんた、シオにキモいことしてんじゃないでしょうね。
な。
あかり、そのね、もしシオが嫌がることしたら幼馴染として制裁してやるんだから。このエロザル。
エロ？
じゃあ
俺はエロザルじゃ。
The whole logistics of this doesn't work at all.
死ねー。あんた何やって
そうだよ、シオが勝手に。勝手に。
何それ、ばっかじゃないの。紛らわしい。嘘、盛り上がってたの私だけなんだ。
おっぶなー、やっぱその気なかったんじゃん。もし俺があのままシオと手をつないでいたら。
嘘、幼馴染のことそんな目で見てたの。ごめんね、勘違いさせちゃって。
死んでた。やはり幼馴染とはラブコメにならない。
先越されたかと思った。どうしよう、なんとかしなきゃ。本当に2人ができちゃうかもしれない。それなのに。触らないで、このエロザル。死ねー。どうしてひどいことばっかり言っちゃうの、私。でもだってエロザルなんだもん。なんでもないふりして手なんかつないじゃって、私の胸も揉んできたし、シオよりもしょぼいって思われたかな。
Yes? I mean, he did not think anything at all. But you are? Now, in her case, I can at least understand a little bit. She also likes him, yeah, sure. But at least she's unable to be truthful. She can't really let it out, so he has no idea. Totally understandable in this case, even though probably character flaw or whatever. I have no idea how they are going to get together.
責任取らせてやるんだから。いや別になんとも思ってないけど、あんなやつのことなんか。
Who are you talking to?
次こそドキドキさせなきゃ。このままじゃいつまで経っても。
この気持ち絶対隠し通すぞ。
ただの幼馴染だから。
You could also be open. You could again, it's the right one, understandable. I have no idea how she's going to get close to him, because I assume the show is all about them trying to get closer. But to the left one, you just be open. Just be like, hey, you can't be doing this unless you want me to have feelings for you. Adolescent boy, adolescent girl, alone in a room, defenseless. You can't be doing that too much.
マジキモい。ありえないんですけど。
こっちのセリフだ。日落あかりは俺のもう一人の幼馴染で。
Do you get a childhood friend delivered in Japan? Is it like you be born and Japan is like, here you go, childhood friend?
見ての通り俺たちは。
And for some reason he got the Amazon delivery where they shipped him 4 and he was like, can I send them back? Nah, keep them.
私と同じの買わないでよ。
俺は入学した時からずっとこれなんだが。犬猿の中だ。
何よ。
なんだよ。
ちょっと2人とも。せっかく席隣同士なんだから少しは仲良くしなよ。嫌よ。
Wouldn't that mean that all the girls are also childhood friends?
誰がこんなキモいやつ。
こっちのセリフだ。
みなもさん、いいの件でちょっといい？はーい。ね、喧嘩しないでね。はあ、誰かさんが頭でも下げれば仲良くしてあげるのにな。
こっちこそ誰かさんにもっと愛想があればな。うわー、なんでまたこう言っちゃうかな。
待ってよ。
昔はあんなにべったりだったのに、今はもう友達とすら思われていない。いいのかこのままで。せっかく同じ高校になったのに。なあ、あかり、うまいよなこれ。
は？なんて？
なんでもねえよバーカ。
はあ？
ダメだ、どうしても恥ずかしすぎる。
バカはどっちよ。バカ。英雄に振り向いてほしくておしゃれして同じ高校受験して話題作りに同じものまで買ったのに、ちょっとは私を見なさいよ。そしたら私だって鬼じゃないし、別にちょっとくらい仲良くしてあげても。ちょっと真似しないでよ。
真似してんのはそっちだろ。もうまたく。あれ、俺もっと飲んでた気が。あかり、そっちの。
じゃあこれって関節キス。
その気にすんなよ。
何か
I have to look. Is indirect kiss even a thing in Japan? I know this is in anime and stuff, but oh, it is. Hmm. Not everyone treats it seriously. It is often seen as a subtle indicator of a romantic interest. Oh, or a sign of deep trust between friends. I like that idea that if you are willing to do an indirect kiss, that you don't really mind, and there could be something romantic going on, or close friends. The problem is it's never really used in anime that way. It's always used as a gag. Sometimes it is used in the same context where most of the time it's the girl is being told it is going to be an indirect kiss and she's still going through with it, which should indicate a romantic interest. But I feel like it's never really acknowledged as such. I feel like you could do more with that instead of always having it as a gag.
まさか関節キスとか意識しちゃった？だっさー、小学生でもあるまいし顔赤くなってる。キモい。あら、まさか英雄って童貞？
童貞だと？
図星。つくつく余裕ぶって私だけときめいてバカみたいじゃない。
そういうあかりこそどうなんだよ。経験あんのかよ。
あるわよ。関節キスどころかキスだって余裕だし、さっき固まってたのはあれよ。あんたがキモい童貞だからよ。
童貞と。
Is that also a Japanese concept? Calling people virgins?
童貞って言っとくけど、キスくらい俺も楽勝なんだから。え？
どうしたの？何それ強がっちゃって。楽勝ってマジダッサ。
嘘じゃねえぞ。俺のキスはすごいんだからな。
そこまで言うなら証拠でもあんの？
それはやってみなきゃ。
じゃあやってみなさいよ。今私と。は？どうしよう。早くしたら人が来ちゃうわよ。
なんだこれなんだこれ。うっせ、せかすな。
本当にやっちゃうの？私。
どうした？震えてるけど。
ただの武者震いよ。
戦かよ。あかり、本当に経験あんのか？
うるさい。へっぴり腰のやつに言われたくないんだけど。
いや、これは嘘だよ。もう分かっただろ。キスなんてしたことねえんだよ。
本当？
笑いたきゃ笑えよ。
そっか。英雄初めてなんだ。
あかり、なんだよ。もう嫌われてるって思ってたのに。俺たち。
I mean, the only one that can interrupt them is the other girl, right? The first one. What could be the third one that potentially goes here
ラブ
too?
コメになっちゃうのか。
To get her introduced?
何してるの？
Sounds like the freaky girl.
しよ
Never mind.
う。いや、これは
I'm bad with voices.
戻ったら二人ともいないから。
これはラブコメはラブコメでもドロドロの三角関係に。
バカだな。
え？
こっちにもついてるよ、糸くず。
ならない。
あれ、違うの？そう英雄がドンキついか
あかり。
痛い。もう最悪。
クマちゃん。まあなんだ、大人ぶってたけどあかりも昔と変わらないんだな。全面
頭出て記憶消してやる。今見たもの。
これだから幼馴染とはラブコメにならない。
キスしてるかと思った。あかり、油断ならぬ。
I'm assuming they all know that they like him.
みなもしおちゃん元気で可愛いよな。誰にでも優しいし、しかもでかい。
ひよだしあかりさんもさ、綺麗だよな。おしゃれだし。
くそ、なんであの二人がお前の幼馴染なんだ。
酒井世之助。
別に幼馴染っつっても家が近いだけで。
窓越しに着替えとか覗き放題だろ。
覗かねえよ、バカか。言っとくけど俺はな、幼馴染を異性として見たこと
宿題見せ。
ねえから。
そっか。だよね。
あ、今のは俺たちはいつもこうだ。ここからほろ苦いラブコメ展開に。
だって私たちずーっと一緒だもんね。
ならない。話せよしお。
いいじゃん、幼馴染でしょ。それでね、宿題見せていただきたくて。
I mean, I like that she's very aggressive. Instead of being hurt, I mean, she's probably hurt, but instead of retreating, she's trying to get him to see her as a girl.
バカよ。
She's doing everything but just telling him. I do. In the show, should there ever be a relationship, it should be, they should be, you know, in bed, whatever, the next day, they are lying in bed, but she's still not saying that she likes him. You know, it's never going to be said they have a child, they have a second child, they are married, never saying that she likes him.
てか、あんま学校でひっつくなよ。ほら、周りがうるさいだろ。
よいしょ。
は、しお、何してんの？
宿題をね。
自分の席でやれよ。
いいじゃん、すぐ済むし。
いや、普通に邪魔だから。
よいしょ。
やばい。バレたか？本当はドエロい目で見てること。
やっぱ ぱりエロなんだ。そのスケベから早く離れて。いやこれは
大丈夫だよ、英雄とは。
So she's going to throw the words at him again.
ちっちゃい頃からずーっとこうなんだから。
No, okay.
ね
まあな、純な飯腐って。もう分かったからさっさと移せよ。
はーい、チャンス。異性として見てないなんて言うから腹いせに座ってみたけど、まさか英雄のツボが膝の上だったなんて。ごめんね、位置が悪くて。
お
嬉しい、このまま攻めて攻めて。
She does know what she's doing, right?
テレにしてやるんだから。こうかな、こうかな。
いいから宿題しろ。
ちょっとあんたたち高校生にもなって何してんのよ。
こんな時に。
シオ、変な噂立っちゃうよ、そのキモいのと。
誰がキモいのだ。
でも宿題
宿題？そこで移さなくてもよくない？
あかり。
ほら、
待てよ、あかり。大丈夫だもん、私と英雄の仲だから。
そうじゃあずれて。
You're not sitting on his lap as well.
え
私も宿題忘れたの。それにこれなら変な誤解も起きないでしょ。
いやだから自分の席でやれって。手相感なんだ。あかり。
うるさい、喋るな、息つるな。
は
絶対動いちゃダメ。ちょっともうダメだよ。英雄のぬくもりが、感触が私のお尻に。これで平然としてられるなんて、やっぱシオにその気はないの？
あかり、いつも英雄にキモいって言ってるくせに。まさかその動き、そういうアピール？負けないもん。
This is not working the way you believe it does.
待て待て待て。限界だ。お前ら。
I assume there's a after scene. We will see. Yeah, I don't. This show is just working because they are not talking to each other, which is one of the worst parts about romance. Now, we still have two more characters. I would have assumed they all know they like each other, or they like him. I don't know. I mean, there's always this idea that men don't really have an idea if you drop the hints. But what we are talking about are most of the time some subtle little hints, and not literally sitting on them, rubbing all over him, you know. That is not a subtle hint. It's not a like, oh, I don't really mind being near you or something like that. This goes far beyond that. I feel like there should be more going on. I guess we will see. I do like that we have some aggression going on. It's not as passive as other shows where it's like, it feels like the characters just hope that the other party acknowledges their feelings. In this case, you know, we have a lot of aggression to try and get them to turn towards you, which is pretty rare. And I would say at least something going on. We will have to see whenever the other two gets introduced, and then I guess what is going to happen. I mean, the ending didn't really give much away. We didn't have the VA singing anymore, and we only saw them more or less with the red string of fate. How?
ごめん英雄そんなに嫌だった
別にちょっとトイレ。
酒井のやつすげえな。本当に何でもないのかよ。
次こそは絶対ドキドキさせてやるんだから。
This is not how this happens. If I was in that class, I would literally say, yeah, bathroom break. Sure, yeah.
どうしよう感触がお尻から離れない。
ゆうべあれ見た。あれな。
エロすぎだろあいつら。